It's your host, Holly, and it's time for a little teaser talk.
Inkcarceration, America's rock, metal, and tattoo festival with Slipknot. Falling in Reverse. Five Finger Death Punch. Plus Marilyn Manson, 3 Days Grace, Beartooth, Knocked Loose, Lamb of God, Parkway Drive, I Prevail, In This Moment, and so many more. Report to the Ohio State Reformatory on July 18th through 20th, 2025 to face your sentencing. 3 days of rock, tattoos, and the return of the Haunted Blood Prison. Passes for Inkcarceration are on sale now at inkcarceration.com.
Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Teaser Talk, where we dive with the artists that you love and the ones that you need to know. Today, I'm hyped, to say the least, to be catching up with a total powerhouse. She's bold, she's fiery, she's lighting up Inkcarceration Festival this year, which is, oh my gosh, what, in like 2 days?
Yep.
I'm so excited. So from her latest Emberwake EP that she just dropped to explosive new collab with Butcher Babies, ALYXX is bringing the heat, and we are here for it. Welcome to the show, ALYXX.
Thank you for having me. That was such a great introduction.
Thanks. I told you right before we recorded, I'm so excited. Your music is phenomenal. I love your aesthetics. I love your hair. I love it all. Just like copy and paste this, please. Love it.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let's first touch on your new EP, Emberwake. So it's such a powerful title. What does that word mean to you, and how does it reflect your journey of this EP?
So definitely throughout my life at this point, and also as I was writing the EP, a lot of changes were happening, and, I felt like I was kind of becoming who I'm meant to be. And in terms of like Emberwake, it's supposed to be like falling from the ashes and being reborn like a phoenix, but I felt like that was a very cliche analogy. So I just said Emberwake because I felt like it connected more. But yeah, the whole thing is just about learning and coming back better and stronger than before.
I love it. And I'm sure it was like an emotional journey too, going through that, like bringing it to life. What track would you say challenged you the most emotionally or creatively?
I would say emotionally, probably Emptiness, because that was like a very personal song.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the one that was most challenging in terms of like mixing was Alive. I put way too much stuff in there. I'd overproduced like the shit out of that song. So it was just really hard to like get it perfect. But yeah.
That's awesome. You've also have a killer collab with the Butcher Babies. How was creating with that like high energy track together, and how did it all come about?
So they did an open verse challenge, and I jumped on it just because I was like, oh, this could be fun.
Yeah.
And so they give you like the instrumental and then you just write over it. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, I've done open verse challenges before, and I was like, whatever. And then I ended up winning it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. So, I had to send over my stems and whatnot to their label and whatnot, have it mixed and mastered by like Howard Benson and his team. And I was like, I'm a huge fan of Howard Benson because I've loved everything he's pretty much done. And 1X is like my favorite album from 3 Days Grace.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to do that and to like collab with the Butcher Babies, and Heidi is so sweet. So it was just really cool to like be part of that and hear my voice with them.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. What a cool like story of like how that came to be. They were touring with a couple of my friends, Dead, and they came through Oklahoma City, and then we played, was it Pictionary? It's like when you draw like the pictures and you have to like guess what everybody else is, or like I can't remember, or you say a word or something. And I quickly realized that is not my game. I should be a spectator in that sport. But yeah, she was so incredibly sweet, and yeah, that's so awesome. So like within that collaboration, like what was that process when you when you went through that and like, I don't say tried out, but however you formed it, what was that like?
Just a lot of emailing.
Yeah.
So the cool thing now is everything's virtual. So, I did everything on my end and just kind of sent it over.
Yeah.
It was cool because they basically like just do everything you did and like add harmonies or whatever you want. And I had all the freedom to kind of do anything.
Wow.
And then, they picked and chose whatever from what I gave them. But it was just really cool to like have them trust me to be like, just do it and then just send it over.
Yeah.
But everyone was really nice. And, the team at Judge and Jury that I was, in contact with was very sweet and very helpful because, it's a process to do something like that.
That is super cool. So let's talk about Ink. I mean, that is what, in 2 days? So today's
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep. Okay. I'm making sure I can count. So you're hitting the stage on Friday. What are you most looking forward to on your performance?
Just being out on that stage and just being around people that are just excited to see music and live music. It's just so, like, intoxicating being around that kind of environment. And, I played a show at Dingbats, on Sunday, and it was awesome, and it was a very intimate show, but I love being on a big stage, like, I feel like I thrive there. I grew up doing theater and being on big stages, so, like, that's my comfort zone, so I'm very
Interesting.
excited just to, like, run around on a giant stage.
That is so awesome. So, Incarceration has such a unique vibe because obviously music, but it also is a tattoo festival as well and lots of mayhem. So, question for you is if you could tattoo one lyric from Emberwake on someone in the audience, would you choose and why?
Oh my gosh, I never
So
thought
some
about
deep questions, some permanent ink on somebody.
that, right? Um, hmm, Probably either Creature of the Night, just 'cause I think that's fun, or, I'll Make It Out Alive.
Oh, you know what? It's funny you say that because I always have this ritual before I get on a podcast with somebody. If I can, listen to their music. So I was like listening to your music. I was getting ready this morning. And I was thinking, I was like, if I make it alive, that's a good, like, thinking in my head these questions. I was like, if I was get one, that would be a good one to get tattooed. So
I have a shirt that says, "I'll make it out alive."
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
What song are you most excited to play at Ink?
Um, Probably Rise. We just played it for the first time on Sunday because it's part of the EP, so we haven't really played it out yet. And there's, like, a whole heavy breakdown, so I'm like, "That's gonna be really awesome on the stage."
We heart heavy breakdowns for sure. So, for fans who are just now discovering ALYXX, what is one thing you hope they feel after diving into your music?
I hope they feel, like, happy because, a lot of my songs, I feel like they tackle important things that are going on in life and, relationships and whatnot, and kind of feeling lost in the beginning, and I try to have everything end on, like, a positive note. So, you'd be like, "Okay, this is happening, but it's gonna get better," or, "I'm feeling this way, but it's gonna be okay." So it's also therapeutic for me, but hopefully, people can listen to it and have, like, a happy, positive vibe whenever they finish my EP.
That is awesome. So, I know you said that your background, you do have theater, kind of performing is your comfort zone. What was the aha moment that made you decide that music is for you?
Well, when I was, like, 7, I would say, and I
Oh,
did, like,
wow, way back in the day. I like this.
yeah,
That's
um,
awesome.
I did I you know what's funny? I never really talk about this, but I think about this all the time. When I was, like, 7, we did in my musical theater class, we did The Lion King, like, this little, like, it wasn't the full show, but it was just, like, kind of a accumulation of a couple of songs, and I was Simba, and I was like, "This is so cool," and I was just on stage, like, singing, dancing, and I was like, "Yep, this is what I wanna do for the rest of my life," and it's funny because I was Simba, but, yeah, I don't know, being on stage, like, I've always felt the most comfortable and at home.
I love that. So when you're not making music, what or I guess I should or say or playing Simba, ugh, tongue twister. What unexpected hobbies or passion keep you grounded or inspired?
Well, it's not a secret, but I'm also a makeup artist, so makeup, and, martial arts, so I did Muay Thai and MMA and Kali for, like, 5.5 years. So I like doing that. I don't train consistently anymore, but, like, I still train on my own, so definitely martial arts.
So you can kick some ass. I love it. And look pretty while doing it. And look good. I love it. Is there a moment in your journey, like big or small, that you still carry with you before every show?
Mm, what do you mean by that? Like,
Like, is there a moment, whether you're just starting or, yesterday it might have happened where like right before you get on the stage, you're like, oh, I got to take this moment in because like recalling something maybe fantastic that happened to you, something, an aha moment that you just kind of, it just carries with you. You just kind of keep that in the back of your mind.
so, yeah, I would say I performed at Blue Ridge Rock Fest in 2021, and again, being on that stage, I was like I had that moment of this is it. This is definitely what I need to do for the rest of my life. And just feeling that like crazy vibe. And it's funny because I was so nervous, like getting up onto that stage. But once I got on that stage, it's like everything just, I was just so happy and like smiley, like walking. I don't know. I had such a good moment. And on Sunday, right before my show, I had literally just breathed in and I just was getting so happy and like smiling. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is what I need to do for the rest of my life.
I absolutely love that. Like, because a lot of people, they're like, oh, the first time I choked, the first time I was so nervous or something crazy. You had like the complete opposite. So it is very much apparent that you belong on a stage, entertaining and serenading us in the crowd. If your younger self could hear Emberwake today, what do you think she would say?
I think she would be so proud of me. And like, I think she would, yeah, I think she'd just be proud because I've always wanted to write my music and I never thought that it would be something I could do. Like I said, I spent my whole life doing theater. So like I grew up like singing, dancing, acting. Like this is what I trained for. This is what I need to do. So this is the path I have to go down. And then obviously that path deviated and I was like, I'm over this. But I've always wanted to like be the next Amy Lee or like be on a stage writing my music. And I think the fact that I'm finally doing what I've always wanted to do is just such a cool, rewarding feeling. And hopefully younger me is proud.
I'm so glad you said Amy Lee because I'm never one to like project somebody on somebody else or say something because I never want to like, say, oh, well, you sound like this person or you remind me of this person. They're like, okay, no, that's rude. Not that would be rude, but you know what I mean.
No, I know.
I was, when I first dove into your music, first listened to you the very first time, I was just like, holy shit, this is the modern day Amy Lee. Like your vocals are angelic. You're amazing. You're so talented. And I'm so excited to see you at Ink on Friday because I'm all about it. Like very rarely, I don't say rarely, but a lot of times the guests on my podcast are men just because of the music scene and that just tends to be how it is. And I'm always thrilled to have like powerhouse women on the podcast. And I was listening to your music. I'm like, she sounds good. She is good. I can't wait to chat. But yeah, absolutely. I would say for those who are listening to the podcast, if you guys haven't heard any of ALYXX's music, well, after this podcast, go to her Spotify or whatever you listen to and listen to it. But I will say that was one of my first connections or my first thoughts were like, wow, this is like a modern day Amy Lee. We definitely needed this in this era that we live in.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for hopping on and I can't wait to see you at Ink. I'm sure we will cross paths in the media or the artist lounge at some point in time. So I'll make sure to say hi and squeeze your neck. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us today on Teaser Talk. From the fire in Emberwake to the madness that you're about to unleash at Inkcarceration, we're locked in and we are so ready for it. And for those who are heading out to Ink this year, don't sleep on her sets. You go on Friday, right? So make sure you catch her Friday. Get on your app. Make sure you favorite it, heart it, however you bookmark it. And also, while you guys are on your phones, hop over to social media. Make sure you guys follow ALYXX, stream her new EP, and we will catch you guys in the pit. Until next time, you guys, keep rocking.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Teaser Talk. Head over to teasertalk.com to subscribe so you don't miss out on another episode. Until next week, keep rocking.